But I really feel that we need to start doing that. And like Bob says, we also need to set some money aside to keep some of these streets in better repair. This has got to get done.
Well, it's just an ongoing thing.
You know, if we don't start now and try, we got to play a lot of catch up here, because nobody's ever been set aside for Bob to go, hey, you know, whether we hire a different contractor, you know, and I know that other towns have used like the prison system over Rockville City to come and do that, you know, to come and blow cracks. There's a lot of towns that have used them.
Well, I think we've done it over the years, but we've tried everything under the sun. Every new product's ever come out, we think we've tried.
Okay, when's the last time we've had a major crack repair deal?
I mean, it's never been a major one. We just basically take care of the ones where we have traffic on it.
Oh,
It's not
boy.
everything.
It's been a while.
You know, I was asking a couple, Terry Duffy, he says, I can't remember the last time. He said he knows it's over 10
I'm
years.
getting old.
I'm sure he's probably right.
He said it's been over 10 years
It
since
was
we've had.
done up around high school.
Well, you fill in during the year, those summer.
Yeah, but not you just don't go the whole block.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
We're gonna blow every crack on here. Okay, like out by the golf course. You know, you come into town and I look down that street there, you know, and there's weeds growing in the street that are damn near knee high. And I'm going, oh, wait a second. You know, Bob, this is no, I know you have never had the money to do this. So we need, as a council, to get some money to either set aside, I feel, or either hiring somebody to come in and do that. And then when you know, like, maybe we should look at trying to, you know, if the prisoner's got a group over there that go and blow cracks, you know? I don't care.
Adam? Bob, maybe you know, haven't we looked at using the prisoners before?
Yeah.
Is that the stipulations that that they cannot run equipment?
Yeah, there is. Your hands are tied.
But there are communities that do it.
Yeah, I know that, so.
I know, they just get lucky that nobody has an accident or gets caught doing it.
Well, you know, if other towns are doing it, why can't we?
Well,
We need to start emulating some places where they're saving some money.
Don't quote me on this,
don't say it.
because I don't have all the paperwork here with me right now. But I think Bob and I had, when we worked through our budget, between curb and guttering and sealing and fixing cracks and patching, we've proposed $24,000 to do that mix of activities in next year's budget. Don't quote me on that.
How much did you have last year?
Not nearly that much, I can tell you that.
I can't answer that either.
Well, you see where my point is coming from. I know I'm the new guy.
But I'm just letting you know.
We need to put more resources to the city, some infrastructure.
Let me see
From my
here if I can
standpoint.
get you something.
But you're right, it hasn't been done, and if you don't appropriate the money,
Yeah.
you can't do it.
But we've never really looked before. We've only taken care of the problems that we could as we went.
Let's see if we can get ahead of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. That's why I wanted this Cobra. I'd like to see him look at doing this. That's where each year, each department percentage goes up just a little bit. We don't have to wait until we have a project to raise the rates up. Each year the rates move just a little bit. Nobody sees it. What do you see on it?
Well,
Yeah, I'm diverting, just so you know, that, you know, your comments aren't falling on deaf ears. I'm not meaning that to be funny. Sorry.
Sure.
like my wife.
2 years ago, we spent $112,000 on public works. This
But that
year,
doesn't tell me what it is.
and the increases is what I'm wanting to get at here. This year, I'm estimating we're going to spend somewhere in the neighborhood of $371,000, and next year, I'm proposing $404,000. So that's nearly as far as, to answer your question, we are in the process of diverting money to public works for...
Okay, public works, that's hydrants, new hydrants.
That is, I'll just go through it, that is everything Bob's department does except trash, for the most part.
But, you know, there's more than just...
Roads, bridges, sidewalks, street lights, snow removal.
Okay, snow removal's in there, that's not fixing streets.
Now, I mean, it's not just
Yeah,
fixing
okay.
streets, but we are diverting money into the Public Works Fund so that Bob has the necessary funds, one, to replace aging equipment, and two, to have money to maintain our infrastructure.
But don't we have more money right now to budget than we've had in the past because of the bonding that we had that we were making payments on?
And through some budget cuts we
Yes.
have created, we are in a much more solvent situation than we have been, yes. However, you know, the one area where Bob's department somewhat is always in a little bit of limbo is being that he is, with the exception of with the exception of storm sewers and garbage, his only primary funding source for everything else that his department does is general fund. And so he's competing for those general fund dollars with the library, with the police department, with the fire department, with policy and administration, with cemetery, did I mention that one before? Parks, pool, just to kind of name a handful off the top of my head. So what we are doing is diverting money from those entities into Bob's entity so that he can deal with some of his equipment needs and some maintenance needs.
Well, I
So you can be happy. We are taking that step.
because I definitely think that Bob's got to have some more funds here to keep these streets up a little better. Because that's something everybody sees. I mean, when they drive around, you see those. And that's one of the biggest complaints I get from people in town is, good grief. You know, and it's rightfully so, you know, I think we need to put some money in there. That's the only thing I have.
With this street thing, were they looking at curbs too? Was that totally separate?
They looked at some curbs, but they did not factor it into the cost.
That 140,000 isn't curb.
They did not include the replacement of the curb into the cost.
Because we've got some curbs that we really need to get replaced downtown.
Okay, who owns those downtown?
Well, the sidewalks are the property owners.
Who owns the curbs?
The curbs themselves, if you listen to the state and us, will say that we own the curbs.
The state says we do.
Yes. And I don't think we argue that that isn't the case.
Okay.
That we do own them.
So does that mean that the city owns curbs everywhere in town?
For the most part, yes. There
So
might be an
if we
exception
replace
here or
the curbs, like in front of residents, then the city's got to pick up that tab, is that correct?
there. That is true. Whether it be through special assessment or general obligation or through
Okay, or
our own
special,
funding
okay,
sources.
you'll charge,
There's, we
okay,
could do it.
let's just take, say my curb is gone in front of my house,
Mhm.
and you replace that, you decide, the council decides to do that special assessment, then I'm going to get charged for replacing that curb, is that correct?
That is correct, if they do just do it special assessment.
Okay, so the same thing would hold true downtown?
Correct, yes.
Okay. I didn't want, because it was a business or, there was a,
There's no difference.
Yeah.
I just wanted that clarified.